for some of our young the KingDavid TV so. Now, yet or not here can offer at a former finance minister under the Nana Dankwa for the administration and send some of your OSP. Soma nkurɔfoɔ sɛ yɛnkɔredi ne fie no ho nsɛm na egu so a obiara ka bi wɔ mmɛmma no nsɛm na ɛno na ɛyɛ Gordon ne n'atifoɔ anaasɛ ne pamfoɔ tena ase no wɔde nsɛm bi ato dwa sɛ ɛyɛ nsɛm bi a ɛyɛ OSP ɛyɛyɛ no ne nyinaa kɔnfɛme nsɛm bi a wɔn abɔ Kennedy Agyapong de to dwa mmere bi atwa mu sɛ OSP no yɛnhwɛ ne yie paa na ɔyɛ a very dangerous person because John Mahama baeɛ na wɔmahu ɛyɛ ne suban paa yie because sisi a no asɛ wɔn de baeɛ no sɛ wɔn ana wɔsan nso de wɔn ani ate sɛ wɔn nso a wɔrehante wɔn nti wɔn de wɔn sɛ wɔn abɔ Kennedy Agyapong wɔkaeɛ na wɔn nti sisi no wɔn sɛ bra na bɛgye ɛyɛ dɛ bɛgye wo boɔ na nokorɛ na wɔkaeɛ a wɔde to dwa fa ɛyɛ OSP but NDP foɔ amfa anyɛ asɛm nsɛm pii ɛka wei ho na ɛyɛ Gordon ɛne ne panelist ɛtena ase wɔde to dwa ne nsɛm no yɛbɛkɔ ne yɛkɔ akɔtie ɛyɛ Gordon nsɛm wɔde to dwa yɛba a yɛka ho nya no yɛde ba bɛka ma ɛda mo ase
Kise Jabia Miyahu say President Mahama and the Bushafo no a special breed of people.
Yes.
What were Odomapan?
Mahama
President Mahama and the Bushafo or Odomapan. And now war time Sonko and the man and the Nakufado or Manajumano or time Sonko Emano and the Bushafo. And the pa declared the fugitive.
A fugitive
and the pa,
Bravo, the Modro.
Dabio Bakono,
Mahama.
Yeah, Masami
to Interpol Red Alert.
Yes, you're not to Interpol Red Alert. Say, baby, who be young Chenemra. What if I plane? If I plane, Echo share will be a ya penacheno, one to me ancheno.
There be any could drink or
any could drink or more. There was one cat.
There was one cat.
So was one cat, yeah, and I force my cabin because yes, that's our 5-star hotel because I'm forced and then you paid for it, and then make also, and then you may exchange hands. Plan now, what you could see, a friend is a hit through. What my bad father, and go for him, chauffeur driven, and go for him, and it's one cat, and go for oh yeah, bad as a kind.
No be clear.
What bad or this can be no be top powder. Come my baby. Was
4 months to election.
Yes, was it John Mahama was here was mini Bramin Kujano. Akasha, Rodi Chin ho, or body pack was powder. Come what you was my mention. Wonder why you fit as white as snow. Now by a press conference. Friend is saying Kenoforiata. Waku Nasa Cathedral asem da be ba enra
Debbie
SML asem enra ne ba
Debbie
ne nyina ba sa de ye to aba wa hunu nyansa that time ne say e na say me tro krata say me koche no wa hunu
na o man mu
ya no o man mu papa ina say no tu kwan just 22nd of this month 22nd January and I wo tro krata ko man say wo hwehwe no and was ma tu kwan in fact just a kilometer to put him one. We saw a man, but all to quino. Back what chocolate command and
before handing over.
Yes,
or Cata command, my female party.
And was a chocolate command country for staff.
Say, so you say your day be a cassie.
Yes. And was Sadia make a baby. I had a meko. It's Munyam will be a monk and semi. Cockshad be so for Chasu. Chaso who has na make and I'm of the count.
Chaso minimum.
Oh, from my independence.
My echo minimum.
Chaso usu. A brass said Johnny Free when I go for the crazy. And now OSP say John well. Chaso usu din wom. Say what did be a jano. He said it did no.
A man as
forever. And Lutino what Fred Chaso usu. And what Fred Chaso usu. Charles ko omukotro no mu asem ne ade lokọ ne baby et later na Charles wo su etu kwan na Charles o e boko bedi be na wotwe miensa ba akwa we adwen bone woni tim nti wonim wa hwe ko otis watu kwan a wa ba declare say wo ye wanted et Charles wo su no ankasa waku Charles wo su na ankasa tu ka eko kiseja be office me be ka cho say mi tu kwan Esamba here be ebiat week we mu a na ka manya nkwara gebia de se kokoto a na mehu yewia na mekọ me ba bekra mo kwaku chaso wusu ti ho esi wo kwa ha wo ba chaso wusu di ababen 6 hours yes my body no chaso wusu mo pa yan friend sisi kise Agyabia ye ho se de wo ye supreme leader Ghana ye ne dia hwe momien kan check kise Agyabia se ade a wo ye no ade a wo ye no wo senkofo bufuo na ema wo bie hu se
Ron odim Kenoforiata the lawyers also nyini so yare amomama ne doctor atro krata afia brochiri edi abrew ka tro se onipa ne yare Ron once there is a doctor once there is a hospital the location of Kenoforiata is established.
Yes.
Say nipa ne ntimi ka so a fugitive. Na ugina hwendra, odi mebebo press conference na che say onyi ni say sa yare a Kenoforiata yare no yare a ontimi emma the jurisdiction emma.
See me can chance to that say yankwasa kan work kan.
Onyi ni say yare a Kenoforiata se wo yare no ebesi no kwan so ntimi magana.
Yare be ya
Adams Mahama.
One day
Yare. Bibia nya no state na invite no oma ye do not to interpret alert oma no otimi fo afu plane the Ghana physical full plane ekohia no wo hotel ma na e be koso e ma sa the Ghana physical full plane buy e ma buy no be clear ne se onye eboni bia
who say keep information.
Yes.
From Ghanaians.
Yes.
Who said who can publicly say ya busawa wonka because Ghana ya wodia wa fa yankwa
wonka say
Kise Agyabeng what dey say
na usia na wonka
na obi yare a wo tumi nya kodo ka wo nyi ni se yare na o yare no enya ensi no kwa mo ntumi ma se na onyare a anka yede no kwa bru cheso okasa no ya
da o ka say o kan yare no
o kan
da bi kwa
o ka
se yes ho mimi say
o nsusu se
wa ku mimi say miti hwen yare etimi me pa e cold
okay
cold eyemia baku just mintimi mpie
obi a woni etimi
no
na fo ba ko owri whiskey bottle ba ko kura nya ne hwe oboginis ba ko pe no wa
na de ko what you say oh it's me kasi menya cold it yen shele mse mintimi ma kasi cold so hey baku me say last bi ade bi ye mensa be 4 years ago hey mi ko dware keke wo na me bi shower enso no gu mensa so no ka mi kemu no ese de ka fa mensa so
all right
enti eye nsamfo na Kise Agyabeng odie na ese e ka kire no
yes
say yare a wunti
na wona hwehwe yare wo wiase
because you are in the highest order
of course
say enya yare a wunti
wona hwehwe yare so wo wiase
Kise Agyabeng asante me yesan ko bo Kise Agyabeng press conference our boy no ko anim be 1 minute 20 seconds uwie ni ebo wie a yen ko bo ni awa endrade a oye on Kenoforiata no na tie ni tie nkrofo tie nsem ni be for themselves ebi abotosem ebi ebufusem yenko tie mra.
In the general scheme of affairs, the Interpol red notice of itself is not an arrest warrant, and it is insufficient to secure the presence in Ghana of the non-resident subjects of the investigation without an accompanying request for extradition. The OSP is not a body mandated by law to request the extradition of suspects from foreign jurisdictions to the Republic. Thus, we could only rely on the agencies mandated by law so to do. In July 2020, the OSP sought, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration and the Ghana High Commission in the UK, the voluntary return to Ghana of Samuel Adam Foster, otherwise known as Samuel Adam Mahama, for interviewing by the OSP, since he is a citizen of Ghana, apart from the fact that he is also a citizen of the UK, but these efforts were unsuccessful. There was a pause in the investigation between November 2020 and July 2021, where there was no substantive special prosecutor. Investigation resumed in August 2021 after my assumption to office. By July 2022, it had become obvious that the mutual legal assistance process was yielding precious little. The OSP interviewed former President John Dramani Mahama on 5 January 2024 in Accra. On its own, the OSP located and interviewed Samuel Adam Foster, Philip Sean Middlemas, Leanne Sarah Davis, and Sarah Ferno outside Ghana in March 2024 in the presence of their counsel. Don't ask me where and how we found them. I'll tell you. Now,
Asante, so can't say here. I feel the latest press conference our year no. Na yɛmfa mu details metifo. Na amanfo mo hwɛ nanim na munti nsɛm a ɔkan ne ndra. Yɛnkɔhwɛ mra.
And this is our response to Mr. Oforiatta directly, but through you, the media. Mr. Oforiatta, the OSP did not raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Oforiatta, the OSP did not cause any persons, however uniformed or bedecked, to raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Oforiatta, that could not have been the OSP. And that is not our style. If the OSP enters your premises, you will not be in doubt as to whether it was the OSP that had come there, and your lawyers will not have cause to do an inquiry ascertaining whether it was the OSP. We have our unique methods of conducting searches, and we have uniquely designed insignia identifying ourselves, and not just by a statement that we are from the OSP. This is one such main insignia. Person cannot just show up and say they are from the OSP. It's cheap. Anyone can say that. But when the OSP enters your premises, you will definitely know by our insignia, our methods, and the way we identify ourselves that this is the OSP. Our intelligence points us to state that the purported raid on Mr. Oforiatta's residence was staged, or at best, an imposter action in an attempt to court disfavor for the OSP and to derail the investigation. You know us very well. The OSP is never deterred by such occurrences, and the investigations will continue as by law prescribed. These occurrences and the OSP's intelligence, which will not be revealed at this time for fear of compromising the investigation, are very instructive as not to put premium on Mr. Oforiatta's alleged imminent peril should he travel back to the jurisdiction. In any case, the purported medical letter transmitted through his lawyers to the OSP did not state so or demonstrate so. The OSP is unconvinced that the purported medical letter transmitted by Mr. Oforiatta through his lawyers to the OSP represents a medical report to the effect that Mr. Oforiatta is incapacitated or is so sickly and invalid to the extent that he is physically unable to return to the jurisdiction without imperiling his life. No serious law enforcement agency, and certainly not the OSP, will be convinced that the purported medical letter stops it from demanding the physical appearance of Mr. Oforiatta before it in the described circumstances. We are of the firm conviction here that this is only a ruse employed by Mr. Oforiatta in aid of his intention to avoid returning to the jurisdiction and to personally answer questions in respect of the investigations. We are convinced that the real intention of Mr. Oforiatta is what was communicated to the OSP in the very first letter transmitted by his lawyers on 31 January 2025. That is, he has left the jurisdiction indefinitely. That was what was communicated to us at the first instance, and that is his intention. He has no intention of willingly returning to the jurisdiction. That much is clear to us. Consequently, ladies and gentlemen of the media, the OSP declares Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta a wanted person. He is a fugitive from justice. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP. And this is to Mr. Oforiatta. You have two choices. You can either return to the jurisdiction voluntarily, or the OSP will enforce your return. Another case update. The OSP has also commenced investigation into suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect of the operations of the Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF, especially regarding payments made in respect of Agyapong Royalties Limited. small-scale mining incubation program, quarry value addition program, Asante Gold Corporation, Electrochem Ghana Limited, the lithium asset, that is projected lithium focused exploration and development corporation, Gold Asset 2, that is Enchi Gold Project, and all other investments by MIF, and funds expended on the chairman of the board of directors, the operational funds of MIF, purchase of parcel of land for intended office building.
All right, Asante me that say, I think say when we now hear issues are of importance, but ye bring it in. On say Honorable Mustafa Hamid, Dr. Mustafa Hamid, on contacting that, on in Kasada, na Endrabi Jina Paso, a press conference or a subject of investigations. Now, why is animal we and Uti and some more Kafa can for that home? Say medical letter now can for that lawyer said the brain or Yintu because or Sha who said letter no and ye and ye Yarena so yarno and Yania ain't me fa plane Magana. Now, no serious investigation body and a bad jihad in a tomb. Then it is Agyapong implicating who said on your serious investigation body because we a serious investigation body and can you declare Samuel Adams Mahama wanted near need to Interpol alert so now who baby or why and can one full plane and Conan Quatsana Hotel and for negotiation any and no now transfer trans now we are on folk plane and Mama Cleno. But also, you see, I'm using your own words. It means you are not a serious investigation person, an investigation body. You have no clue of what you are doing. And you're self-centered, self-serving, and I want the air and you a peja betty. Crazy Tawabo.
Before God, baby.
Huh? Crazy Tawabo. Or Shabbat, you couldn't receive Tawabo. What I say, what to tell you to ammo cars. And your demon had them. One of my soldier for duety. Oko abrochire ba se nkolati season so. Odi atrantwie e wa abrochire e se de nkolati season so.
E we tie. Wa na kan se.
Metie.
Se de nantwie bodua.
Anka ni pen mu no. San so
confuensem. Ki se Agyapong se 7 years ne di mo. Eye de ni a nsu anto ade be sa. Ni 7 years be so. Oni ni pe na ba betina se. Na asemo kan se. Ye di kan. Ofori ata se OSP for ready in fee no pre. I hear fan. Report to aba bia ba bia no ma twe se OSP ready for ata fee. Omo se enipa ko ready in fee. Obi am OSP.
I think for Herald and for Adumochre. And I can say because of near one no air unity. Almost suspect say I could ready in fee dia. Na more. And I know crisis established.
Because what's it? Enipa no unfa no wasem betu dwa no no obi anko ni fie ofri akonya so ene obi anko ni fie obekeka wunsem hunu we wie obe ye wo se wo na ye Nebukadnezar o Ghana abekeka nkosa asem wie ye no ena wo ko ni fie dabi omu ko ni fie
ada chie
eti eye prelude na je se wo ye dia prepare kan of course na dia be of course
asante omu ekọ for ata fie no pictures no aba fabra eye Richard Japanom
na wo say adin ye stage di amini say ofori ata no me na hihye ho an na Richard Japa ofori ata no bakwa yi say oba ready ni fie man busa ma.
But no, in the case of
say wo ye nyansani a ayi ofori ata ebe Fred Japa say ompani pa no me ready ni fie na onfa advance the case ana.
In the case of AG versus at Force and Richard Japa.
What ya sure is Michael.
Hey.
Kwaku wakume.
Anti na asante nimbe kuzisia.
Enti die ya kanyina ne se.
Asante ade we
so kisi Agyapong ye no. Nyamini ni panimini. Ha dwen hwe.
Asante we dey fatemi.
Kanoforiata. Na what me edo kire se.
Yeah, pictures no. We omo e call Kanoforiata fie no. CCTV footage no na abey. Now you see it, Richard Japa. You see, who could see they are 2 forcing Attorney General